This is for Thursday, April 19th. All right, guys, this is Miss Ishola, and on Monday and Tuesday, you guys got a chance to visit some poetry, and so we're going to continue that today, except we're going to be focusing on a very specific type of poem. So I want you to follow along with me as I read this poem by Gwendolyn Brooks. It's called the Sonnet Ballad. Oh, mother, mother, where is happiness? They took my lover's tallness off to war, left me lamenting. Now I cannot guess what I can use an empty heart cup for. He won't be coming back here anymore. Someday the war will end, but oh, I knew when he went walking grandly out that door that my sweet love would have to be untrue, would have to court coquettish death, whose imprudence and strange, possessive arms and beauty of a sort can make a hard man hesitate and change, and he will be the one to stammer, yes, oh, mother, mother, where is happiness? All right, so that's the poem. What I want you to do for just a second is answer the 3 questions this side. So what stands out to you in the poem? What does it make you feel? And then go back and underline specific words and lines in the poem that triggered the reactions in you and that made you feel whatever emotions you felt. And I'll give you about 2 minutes to answer these, do these 3 things. Now let's fill in the notes together. Actually, before you fill in the notes, go ahead and take 1 minute and share with your neighbor some of the things that you wrote. All right, so let's fill in the notes together. This poem is an example of a sonnet. And we're going to look at a few examples of sonnets and then make some observations about them. I'm going to model the first one for you. I'm going to use the sonnet ballad since that's the one I read, and I'm going to start out by counting the number of lines there are. There is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 lines. So I'm going to fill that into my chart where it says number of lines and put 14. Then I should count the number of syllables per line. We've counted syllables when we do vocab, but not for an entire line. But basically, every time you have to take a pause or a break, that's a syllable. So, oh, mother, mother, where is happiness? And when I count that, I count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 different syllables. And this just takes a little bit of time, but if I was to go back through and continue, I'm pretty sure there'll be 10 syllables throughout. Well, I'm not pretty sure. I know that because I've already counted beforehand. You can double check me if you want to, but we can even do the next line. They took my lover's tallness off to war. And if you count that, they took my lover's tallness off to war. You would also see 10 syllables, and it goes on and on and on. And so every line seems to have 10 syllables. So I'm going to write that down in my chart. Number of syllables per line, 10. Now I need to think of the number of words that rhyme. And to figure out the number of words that rhyme, I'm actually not going to count like every single word in the poem. I'm just going to focus on the very end of each line. So focusing at the very end, I have ness and guess. And so those rhymes. I'm going to write A beside them just so I know that they're a match and they're a pair. I have war and I have for. Those rhymes. I'm going to put letter B beside them so that I know those match. More rhymes with for and war, so that's also going to be a B. New, that's a new one. I don't have anything that rhymes with that. Let me see. Untrue, new, true, those rhyme. So I'm going to put a C beside them because it's my third. Door, more, that rhymes, so B. Court is a new one, and sort rhymes with that, so that's D. Strange is new. Change, that's going to be my E. And then yes and happiness, yesness, FF. So total I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 different sets of rhymes because I have A, B, C, D, E, and F, and so that's 6 different sets of rhymes. Remember, you're only focusing on the end of each line only when you're figuring out which words rhyme. Do not look at the beginning or the middle, just the end. And so I have 6 different sets of rhymes in this poem. And then I'm going to think about what the rhyming scheme is. And the word scheme basically means order. What order is the rhyme going in? When I say rhyme scheme, I'm basically saying what is the rhyme order. And if I go down, it goes A, B, A, B, B, C, B, C, D, E, D, E, F, F. And so I'm going to write that down here. A, B, B, C, B, C, D, E, D, E, F, F. And that's how I filled in my packet. And so now if you flip to the next page, you'll see that you have a similar chart in your notes, and you're going to read through 5 sonnets of the next page. And you're going to fill in your own observations, similar to what I modeled for you with the sonnet ballad. All of these sonnets actually are rewritten based off of famous pop songs. And so we have Beyonce's Single Ladies, we have Taylor Swift's We Are Never Ever Getting Back Together, we have Ariana Grande's Problem, we have Will Smith's Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, and we have Backstreet Boys' I Want It That Way. At the end, you're going to have to decide what characteristics all these sonnets have in common. Do they all have the same number of lines? Do they all have the same syllables per line? Are there the same number of words that rhyme? Same rhyme scheme. So making sure you kind of do that is really important so you can think about that. And so you have all the poems over the next few pages. And then there's a few more things in the packet for you to do that work with sonnets because there's different types of sonnets. And so your job is to kind of go through and answer the questions, and it's pretty self-explanatory. Please read the instructions to make it very clear. And then we'll be going over this information when I return next week. Cannot wait to see what you guys learn and also to see how you feel about these poems. I think my favorite is actually The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air because I used to watch that all the time and I love that theme song, and seeing it in sonnet form was a joy. All right, please be on task and work hard, and I can't wait to see you when I return.